Okay. Hi, friends. I'm Denise, and I am excited to share with you some information about the best MLM/network marketing company I have ever run across. And I have been involved with two or three in the past, and nothing compares. But before I go into a little bit more about the company, I want to give you a little bit of background on me. I was born in Minnesota. I am the granddaughter and daughter of farmers, so very grounded, earthy kids. We moved to Texas when I was almost 7. And just a few years later, my father passed. He had served in World War II, and he has had what we now call PTSD. And that came from, he was a mechanic. He was in the Army Air Corps. This was what it was called before the Air Force. And he was the one, he served in southern Italy and North Africa. And he was the one that all the guys wanted him to work on the planes because he was older. He was 30 plus when he enlisted. And mom was like, don't do it, don't do it. And he did it anyway. So besides being the mechanic for the airplanes, he would be the one, and I get emotional with this one because I know it just broke his heart every time he did it. When the guys would come back from their missions, the planes were torn up, but the guys were torn up too. And he was the first of the plane to take the body parts off. And I mean literally body parts, because the guys had been hit and torn up. And that's where his PTSD came, or now known as PTSD. So they shipped him home and said, back then, all he needs is his wife and his new baby, because he was overseas when my oldest sister was born, and she was about 10 months old before Daddy ever saw him. So I know this generation is going through exactly what World War I, World War II, World War III. Everybody went through that. It's nothing new. But anyway, grew up in Richardson, Texas, graduated high school, went off and did a couple of years of college, and decided that wasn't really for me. And one time I took my sister to a good hair salon that I knew they cut hair well, and this guy is cutting my sister's hair, and he was like not getting the angle right to do it around her face. So I took the comb out of his hand and showed him how to do it. So I think that was my decision to go to beauty school. But I didn't go to beauty school. I chose barber school because their cutting skills were more precise than hairdressing school back then. So I did that, graduated, and before I graduated, I moved to Colorado with a guy, finished and got my license in Colorado, and worked there for a couple of years, and worked for a guy that used to do platform work, which is teaching classes, demonstrating somebody's products, et cetera, et cetera. And shortly after that, when I moved back to Texas, I was introduced to a gentleman at a show, and he was the regional salesperson. And he had a guy that was coming down to South Texas, and he couldn't bring his perm technician. He goes, would you come and do his perms for him? And I'm like, sure. So I went, and from there, got on with the company. They had just created a group called the Zotos Creative Designers. It was Zotos International. Well, it was just Zotos Corporation back then. And went and started my training. And the training with them, I compare it so much to the training I've been getting with Purium, because we weren't left alone. We were taken by the hand, step by step, exactly how to wrap a perm, exactly how to do a presentation, exactly how to cut hair. And we're always had constructive criticism. Nobody was ever negative with us, always positive as could be. And I did that for 15 years, owned my own salon, and then got the start of a few ailments. And so I took my business home and just cut hair, maybe 2-3 people a day, and started an embroidery business, which did very well. But then I decided to move to Virginia. My son was graduating high school, and I was fixing to go on disability because I have fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. I mean, I could talk for 10 minutes on all my ailments. So I moved it here and gave that up, and now I'm making wreaths and working doing food demos. But then I ran across from a really good friend of mine, and she's here with us, and she introduced me to Purium. And I tried the products. The first time I tried them, I went, bleh. It wasn't good. Second time, I was like, I would be so stupid not to join this group and become a brand partner. So I did. And from that point on, I have felt so much better utilizing the products, the Power Shake, the Amino 23, the Biomedic, and the, sorry, just had a dog walk in, and the Apothecary. And what they have done for me, I had been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes 10, 15 years ago. And after just 6 weeks, I had run out of my metformin, which kept my diabetes in control. And I went, well, I'll call the doctor tomorrow. I'll call the doctor tomorrow. Well, I never did. And then I started checking my glucose on my glucose meter. And I'm like, wait a minute, these are not diabetic numbers without the metformin. And when I went to my doctor, he went, tell me more about this product. So I gave him all the information, and he no longer is prescribing the chemically induced products I was taking. So that is my why. Why I love this company, why I'm getting healthier at the age of, in a few weeks, 66. I got to get a t-shirt, Route 66. But that has really been such a big deal for me to have my glucose numbers so low. And when I spoke about the training I got with the hair care company, that really is what we get here, and a reason why anyone should join the company as a brand partner. We are a community. We're there for one another. We love one another. We support one another. And I want everyone to grow their business to an incredible financial success. And as your team grows, the residual income grows. And what that is as you build your team and you want to build brand partners going across under you, have some client, just customers, but also build a team. And as that team builds across and then they build their teams down, you always get paid by placing your minimum order every month. And you can, of course, order more than that, but it's called residual income. And how we get new brand partners and new customers, it's the modern age. It's called social sharing economy. And it's done through Instagram, Facebook, anything that is technical these days. And the nice thing about it is you can run your business from home. You can run it at the park. You can run it waiting in carpool line. You can run it sitting there watching TV. You can literally run your business from your iPhone, iPad, computer, from anywhere in the world. You can take a trip, be on vacation, and still communicate with people to grow your business. All the products with this company are grown organically. They are dehydrated immediately after they are harvested. I've got to kill a dog here. Sorry. And then they are taken to the plant for packaging. All the packaging is at some point going to be all biodegradable. We have a goal in 2020 to save 90,000 pounds of plastic waste by going to no plastic containers, no plastic scoops, nothing plastic. It will all be in either a biodegradable package or a brown paper package. And this is their goal by 2021. And I'm not sure if it's by 2021 or sometime in 2021. But I love that. I've always been a recycler, reuse, recycle person for a very, very, very long time. Now, if you want to partner with me in this beautiful company, and I call it a beautiful company because it really, truly is, please reach out to me via Messenger on Facebook. You can text me on my phone. You can call me. You can email me. And I'll give you that information before we go. Because I really, really, really want all my friends to reach financial freedom, to be debt-free, to be able to save enough from what they make with these products to go in and pay cash for a car, to buy the home of their dreams, and to purchase something. Just walk into a store and treat yourself to something that's on the expensive side without even blinking an eye. God, would that be great? I've never gotten to do that. It'd be wonderful. So reach out to me and come grow with me. Come make money with me. Thank you. Oh, one more thing. There's a saying I've gone by for quite some time now. It's called die young, as old as you can. And these products will keep you healthy and youthful to make that statement true for you. Thank you.